Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, November 22nd. This time I'm standing closer to the TV so you can see me a little better and you can see the TV hopefully a little bit better. And I wanted to basically see if this works better. So let's take a look. Maybe I have to add more lighting a bit, but we'll keep improving every week. Anyway, again, today is November 22nd and let me go through some of the search news we covered over the past week at the Search Engine Roundtable at SERoundtable.com. First up, seems like Google's a bit rocky. As you can see by my animated GIF over here, it seems like this week Google has been rocking a lot in terms of the search results. There are a lot of people complaining about their rankings going up or down, more down than up, and people are actually and then the automated tools are actually showing major fluctuations in the search results, with Mozcast showing huge degrees of 80, 70, 90 degrees. Weather, Alguru showing high degrees, SERPs metrics, and SERPs.com showing all these different types of things. So it's hard to tell exactly what's going on. If I had to guess, either Panda did some small type of update, refresh, or Google went ahead and targeted some type of link network. Also, last week when I was giving this video, the tools, at least Mozcast, went nuts. It had like 102 degrees weather. It was pretty crazy last Friday or so, November 14th, Thursday to Friday or so. It was pretty crazy. Google said nothing is going on that they know of, and basically we don't know what's going on. I personally didn't see much discussion in the forum, so I assumed it was some type of user interface fluctuation test, or maybe some type of DNS issue, which we'll talk about right now, actually. So a lot of people around November 14th or so started seeing these huge changes in their notification center in Google Webmaster Tools, reporting Google can't access your site, there are errors in crawling your website, specifically around DNS issues. A lot of people were seeing this. Google, again, I asked them about this. I think they just blew me off, to be honest. The spokesperson there said, we don't see anything to report to you, sorry. But basically, maybe people are suspecting that might be related to what Mozcast saw on November 14th. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure. Either way, I think it's nothing. I think it's a bug, but Google will not admit it. Speaking of which, Matt Cutts went ahead and wrote a blog post asking people for feedback about what you want to see in Webmaster Tools, Google Webmaster Tools in 2014. So you can go ahead and go to his blog, which is mattcutts.com/blog, I believe, and drop a comment on his latest post. They're looking for feedback, so here's your chance to actually provide that feedback. One thing that I would like to see, and I went ahead and wrote about this before they actually asked for feedback, Google's Matt Cutts went into Hacker News. Somebody was talking about how a site sold for so much money, and it's basically just a scam site and did so well in Google. And Matt Cutts is like, well, not really. It's actually being impacted by our Panda algorithm, and their traffic dropped because of our Panda algorithm. Specifically, he said, looking at the site in question, it has been affected by Google's Panda. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, so Google knows which algorithms are impacting which sites. So instead of just telling us if we have manual actions, could Google please tell us if we have automated actions? Google will say, I assume every site has some type of impact by most of the algorithms out there. That's what algorithms do. Not necessarily a penalty. That's what Google says. So I'm sure it's much harder than that. But that's what I would like to see. Not just a manual action viewer, but an automated action viewer. Google's Matt Cutts released a video talking about meta descriptions, and Matt Cutts said that, first of all, he doesn't even add meta descriptions to his own personal website when he writes descriptions. Two is, he says, it's better not to have meta descriptions at all than to have duplicate meta descriptions. So either have very unique descriptions on every single page, or leave it blank and let Google figure it out. Another video by Matt Cutts. Matt Cutts gave, well, he didn't really give it like this, but he basically gave 8 reasons when you should use the Google Disavow tool. I'll go through it quickly. Of course, when you have a manual action saying you have unnatural links, use it if you can't get the webmasters to remove the links directly. 2 is if the webmasters will not remove bad links to your site and or they want to charge you for it. 3 is if you are worried about negative SEO, which Matt Cutts doesn't believe in. You see links pointing to your site that you do not want to be associated with, go ahead and use it. You saw a link bomb attack and you're afraid it might hurt your site. You are afraid that somebody will submit a spam report about the links you have to your site. You see rankings drop and you think it has to do with an algorithm that Google released. And 8 is you can't sleep at night because you have some bad links pointing to you and it's ruining your sleep. So that's what Matt said. Google AdSense is testing a new, cleaner homepage design. So when you log into your AdSense console, you'll see something like this. You go ahead and approve it, and then it will show you a screen with a new layout and design, somewhat like this. It shows you your earnings. It's a much cleaner look and feel. Google AdSense is also testing new ad types, specifically ads with logos in the larger skyscraper ad formats. These are in text ads with a logo. So you can see the logo here, or an image over here, and the rest of the text ad over there. This is something being tested. Google AdWords is testing, or not actually testing, they actually launched Google Plus Hangout style support. So now if you click on the help menu over here, you'll see a little video call button over there. You click on that, up will come up the screen, which actually shows you a picture of the Google support rep who's helping you, and you can actually share your screen. I don't know, I guess they can see you too if you share your video camera. It's more of a Google Plus, so you can see here. So you can see this is the person being helped, this is the Google rep. So now they're offering these Google Plus style support calls, which is nice. Google Glass announced some big news this week that they actually are releasing, not really a full release, but releasing their Google Glass developer kit. So some developers are actually able to build glassware directly in the apps, in the Glass device itself, as opposed to using what's called a Mirror API. Google released 5 native Google Glassware apps using the GDK. These are some of them. It's pretty cool actually, especially the word lens. It actually translates stuff, not over the internet as you're looking at it. That being said, Google themselves built a compass, a stop clock, and a timer as native apps. And these are some 3 Mirror API apps that are using the Mirror API, glassware apps that are using the Mirror API, that Google also released, including my app, Jewish Guide for Glass, formerly known as JewGlass, which they actually put in the app stores directly, and it was really nice. So if you are developing for Glass, it's a great link building idea as well. Definitely look into that. Big news this week is that Google and Bing, Microsoft has announced that they actually are blocking more child pornography terms. Supposedly over 100,000 search terms are completely blocked in Google and Bing, completely. And they're doing more things to actually combat child pornography on the internet, which is a great thing. Microsoft didn't announce this, but basically they launched a new store. Let me go to it. So now in the Microsoft store, the online store, you could go to a category called Scroogled, which is part of their anti-Google campaign, which I think they discontinued sometime a few months ago. Anyway, you can actually buy the swag merchandise, hats, they say Scroogled, t-shirts, mugs, and so forth. So what I did was I actually went ahead and stuck Matt Cutch's face on a Scroogled t-shirt, which I think he should actually wear in one of his videos. I think it'll be funny. I think Google responded to this. Microsoft didn't say anything, but Google responded to this basically saying, yeah, wearable technology is heating up in competitive areas, so it's pretty funny to see that. If you haven't seen this, go to Google UK. It should be live on google.com, I think, later today. But basically, it's the Doctor Who Google Doodle. It's unbelievable. It's actually, here's the animated version, but if you actually go to the actual Doodle, it would actually go ahead and you can actually play the whole game by clicking play. And it's a whole entire game of Doctor Who. His anniversary is actually, today's November 22nd, is tomorrow. But I'm telling you, Google's going to make the logo live here in the US sometime later today, probably by the time you see this video. And you'll be able to play it. So you can click on the character, and you can actually go play through the whole game. It's not currently live, but it's one of these doodles that are incredibly interactive, and it's very rare for Google to have a doodle on an anniversary a day before, or even half a day before the actual anniversary, which is the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, which is actually tomorrow. So you should definitely take a look at that and play it. You can play it on any of these things. It will waste a lot of your time. Just keep that in mind. But it's definitely one of those unbelievable Google Doodles that we have. Finally, if you are interested in speaking at XMX Israel, do so now. Go ahead and go to this post on November 19th. There's a link to our pitch form. You can actually submit to speak. I'm probably going to make decisions on this next week sometime. I'm probably around Thanksgiving. Just so you know, we have John Mueller from Google keynoting. We posted our full agenda on the website, and hopefully see you there. That being said, next week I believe is Thanksgiving. I probably will be doing a video. I'll be on my in-laws in St. Louis, so hopefully I'll be doing a video from there, maybe. That pretty much recaps the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over the past week at seroundtable.com, the Search Engine Roundtable. Today again is November 22nd. And everyone, have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys next. Bye.